What's up, everybody? Joe here from Mainline Overland. Today it's Saturday at Overland Expo East here in Virginia. We're going to do a little walk around, show you guys what we think is cool, what's maybe not so cool. There's a lot of new products, a lot of new vendors here this year. So we're excited to go check everything out and follow along.
We've got Idiot in tow today, which would be I. Usually the man behind the camera doesn't get any talking points, but today I'm going to let you know how I feel because this is my first time at Expo East.
Yeah, Sam's been to the Mid-Atlantic Overland Festival, but this is kind of his big first Expo event, so we mic'd him up and going to get both of our takes on how things go this year.
Let's go.
Let's roll.
All right, so check this out. We've seen the R1T. We've been out with it on trail, actually.
Pretty impressive.
Which was neat. But what do we got here?
This is the new RS1.
The SUV, which is coming out later in the year, I believe.
Yeah.
So let's check it out.
Still got the big frunk up here. Nice, pretty much all the same features as the truck. But a lot of room in there. Like, it's freaking nice.
Do you think it'll wheel?
I mean, the truck did well. We were pretty impressed by the truck, so. Oh, I didn't realize it was a 3-seater.
Pretty neat, though. I mean, it's basically the same truck, it's just got the cab.
Yeah, it's kind of the future, which might piss some people off.
I like it.
They're cool.
All right, now here's things in question. Right? This guy's also got a very nice camera, and we're out here with the new iPhone 14 on complete run and gun mode.
So Sam just got a new iPhone, so we're basically testing out, see how the iPhone compares to our old DSLR setup. It's about, what, 5 pounds lighter?
Yeah, it's very freeing. I like it so far.
So this is the Potential Motors little truck thing. It's a like self-enclosed camper. Really, really different. I've never seen anything like this before. But it's definitely drawn a lot of attention this year. It's got a big hatch on the side. I heard some people were talking, they're like, doesn't look like it's going to roll over, but being EV, well, the batteries are super down low, so it definitely has a low center of gravity. So I don't think that's really going to be an issue. But it's going to be really interesting to see these out in the wild.
It's called Nest Box, so basically it's a box which fits just the trunk of the vehicle, and you have a sliding kitchen and folding bed, so you can still use your rear seats while you are driving. And the main benefit is that it's completely removable, so when you don't need it, you don't have to have it in the vehicle.
Oh, nice. I see it just ties down to like
exactly. It's only anchored by 4 anchor points in the car, and that's it.
That's awesome.
And we have 4 different models, so we can fit it from small SUVs, Jeeps, Land Rovers, minivans, and vans.
That's awesome.
But the concept is always the same. You have a sliding kitchen and folding bed. You have a 2-burner stove, which you can either take cook right in the vehicle, or you can take the whole thing out.
Oh, cool.
Picnic table and take somewhere else.
Interesting.
Or if
Neat.
you go camping, you can take it with you as a portable one. And then there's a cutting board with a knife, so
nice.
you're never looking for a knife.
You got a little water tank.
There's water tank connected to the electric pump, so you can either have it like as a shower, or you can switch it and have it as a
little faucet. That's very cool.
And then there is a storage space primarily intended for a fridge.
I like that a lot.
But if you have your own, you can use it for anything else.
Right.
There are some drawers as well, and
It's very cool.
Thank you.
It's very slick. My buddy's Atlantic British.
This is Joe's home for when his Rover breaks every 2 miles.
Probably one of their best customers. Let's see what they got. The one on my bumper's all fading.
Buy a couple power steering pumps while you're here.
I buy wheel bearings in quantities of 4. Yeah, so Nismo has another booth set up again this year, and actually last Expo they kind of debuted the Frontier, and we actually worked with Nissan on building this up at our Charlotte shop. So it was pretty cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to be here again this year. But yeah, our Charlotte shop built this up. We did the kind of custom truck vault, ARB fridge slot, or ARB fridge. Clear view drop down slide, super nice, kind of drops it down onto the tailgate here. And we just throw a bunch of Nismo parts at it, kind of their own roof rack, front bumper. But it was super cool to work with them kind of on this and then still see it in use here a year later.
So our trail guide, Ron, was actually just out on a tread lightly excursion with
so they had the
Lucky 8
big
guys.
trek experience up in, I think it was Vermont.
Believe so. Vermont or New
Vermont.
Hampshire.
And Lucky 8 built all those trucks. They built 100 of them. And they have actually one of the Trek trucks here. I'm gonna go show it off. But yeah, they had a big Trek challenge up in Vermont, and then on the last day they did a tread lightly cleanup. Actually, the CEO of Land Rover was there, so that was pretty cool.
Not for sale, man. Sold.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet trucks. Always cool to see Land Rover kind of doing their special event challenge kind of things, kind of paying homage to the Camel Trophy history. As some of you might know, I'm a Rover guy at heart, so I love seeing all the Rover stuff, and Lucky 8 makes great products and kind of one of the only options out there for new Defender stuff, and they're killing it. So we're at the Honda booth, and not only are we into off-road cars, track cars, but we also both want motorcycles. And this little KTM 270 is definitely one of my favorite bikes out there. It's kind of smaller. I've never had a bike, so it's kind of the perfect size to get started out, but it still take you tons of awesome places. But definitely tons of respect for people doing dual sport out there. It's kind of a whole different world, but still kind of chasing the same adventure.
I think Joe would look better on one of these, personally, but I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
So when we're out on trail, we usually say Bronc Nation,
Bronc Nation.
but guess who's here?
Bronco Nation is here. Let's go see what they have to offer.
This wild track looks like it's been wheeled.
Pretty cool to see Broncos with some kind of trail damage.
Yeah, man, they're using them.
Those are the factory sliders. They seem to be holding up pretty good. Yeah, but it's cool to see the, this kind of has the molded, I think it's a fiberglass aftermarket, but it's cool to see that versus the kind of Sasquatch fender flare kit.
So this is the new Everglades.
Yeah, it's the Everglades one, has the built-in snorkel. You can see it kind of cuts in here, cut a hole there, and it runs to the air box here. To get some fording water, this is probably the one you wanted to go for.
So here's the Raptor.
Yeah, so here's a close-up look of the new Raptor Bronco. Definitely highly anticipated. I know there's been some mixed opinions on the fender flares. What do you think, Sam?
I think it's too wide for trail use, but it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, these are kind of designed for kind of out west desert running, but definitely wide, but it's kind of interesting to see the things they had to change. Oh, you're good. It's interesting to see the things they had to change to kind of fit the bigger fender flares. I personally do not like the fender flares, but
Leave your comments down below.
yeah, well, let us know what you think. So I think this is a great marketing idea. They have all their paint codes on jerry cans. Kind of get up close and personal with the color and check them out. So a little update. We got Charles with us. It's gonna be might be a little slower moving.
This is a popular place to bring a dog.
Yeah.
There's one thing I've noticed. All right, Joseph, you got any words?
So as a Rover guy, this excites me, but also scares me a little bit. And I need to go sit in it.
Yeah.
Can I sit in here? This is Ineos Grenadier. So it's kind of the new modern take on the Defender. Since kind of the new Defender D90s and D110s are quite a bit different from the older ones, but this is kind of a modern interpretation of it. And so far, I've been pretty impressed. It looks super cool. They definitely got the looks right. We were just sitting in it. It definitely has the right seating position as like a Rover, kind of the commanding view. So I'm pretty excited to start seeing these out on the road, and I could definitely see these becoming very popular because there's definitely a huge fan base out there that kind of want the feel of an old Defender, but kind of want the modern reliability and modern comfort. And this is kind of answering all those wishes. So it'll be interesting to see how these do in the U.S. market.
All right, so here's something I'm gonna talk to the camera now a little bit, which is weird. This is something we don't ever do.
Vlog
But
style.
I was leaving the parking garage. I parked my car in the other day, and there was one of these, which is the new Hummer that can do the whole crab walking rear wheel steer deal.
Yeah, I
which
saw
is
one of
kinda
these
neat.
on the highway I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and it's just like nothing else out on the road. It is very wide,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure how it would fare on the East Coast trails, because with the Bronco, even the Bronco's a little wide for East Coast, and I think this would probably be pushing the limits a little bit. But it would take the certain customer to want to kind of take this out on trail and see if they want to squeeze it through the Vermont trees and rocks. I probably wouldn't.
Better them than me.
Morning, everyone. It's day 3.
Sorry.
It's Sunday. It's the last day of the event. Some people rolled out this morning, but there's still a good crowd around. I just want to take you through what we got in our booth for this year. So right here we got our big Ford F-250 with a Hawk camper on it, the new AFN bumpers. We got Wandering at the Winterfields in our booth this year on their 3rd gen Tacoma. It's actually sitting on 37s.
Pretty killer.
Pretty sick rig. They've taken this thing pretty much everywhere out west and ran some pretty tough trails, as you can probably see by the body damage on it. But super cool to see someone actually getting out there and not
wheeling their stuff.
Yeah, not afraid to abuse their truck a little bit. And we got this nice big Ford F-350 with a Granby in it. Kind of have a lot of models for people to check out, different layouts here at the event. And then coming around the side, we got our booth set up here. We're selling a bunch of recovery gear, Dematic stuff. We had Overland Solar in our booth with our Bug Out 130 panels. Kind of got the whole crew here hanging out. Then also in our booth this year, we have James Baroud. This is Simon 4Runner here. They drove all the way up from Florida to be in our booth, so we're super happy they were able to join us. James Baroud makes some really nice tents. Be sure to check those out. We got the Bronco posted up on some rocks, all kitted out with our ARB stuff. And we got the MLO Ford Ranger, all kitted out with ARB stuff. And then we also had Zarges in our booth. Got Daniel and Riley here.
What's up? Showing us through their whole Zarges exhibit.
Yeah.
Selling a lot of cases this weekend.
Yeah, we flying a lot of cases, a lot of solar panels. It's a really good show. We were super happy with the turnout this year. It's kind of probably the biggest one I've ever been to, and definitely had some good sales, got some good leads. But it's just been great hanging out with everyone, talking to people, meeting new people, seeing old faces.
Check 1, 2.
What am I saying?
Big check. Big Overland Expo wrap up. It's about 2 o'clock, and we're making some final sales, doing our final laps. We're getting ready to go. Joe's over here thinking about what he wants to say. He's not all too sure. This is gonna kind of been like a one-take weekend with the whole iPhone deal. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm kind of hoping Joe can just roll off of what I'm going through right now and round this out, but we'll find out here.
Yeah, so we're kind of down to our last of our inventory, making last-minute deals, trying to take home an empty trailer, but it's been a great event. This is the biggest expo I've been to. Super happy with this year's attendance, and the organizers did a great job. So it was great to see everyone. It was great to meet all the new people. Hopefully, we've been thinking about going out to Expo West this year. So we have a kind of big build coming up with a pretty well-known YouTuber, Instagram, that y'all probably know, but kind of keeping that build kind of low-key for right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you missed the expo, it's kind of give you a little taste of what it's all about. And be sure, if you're into overlanding or kind of new to it, this is a great event to kind of see all the products out there, see what everyone's doing for their builds. And it's just cool to see everyone has different needs, everyone has different setups. It's just super cool to see what everyone else is doing out there. And hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stay subscribed and watch our next video.
So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll make more videos with better outros. Is that
No
fair?
promises.
Is that fair? No promises. If I'm in front of the camera like I am right now, it'll be a better outro than what you just saw, but you know, we can't have everything.
just need to work on your energy a little bit, Sam.
I think he's right. Maybe I'll do a lap around the building.
Yeah, run a lap around the building, you'll sound a lot better.
Hey, good night.
Pro tip,